Good morning and welcome to this morning's devotional. And we are walking through the book of Romans, specifically the 12th chapter. Now, we did chapters 1 through 2 on the previous devotional. Now we're walking through 3 through 8. So if you have your coffee, take a sip and let's get started. Romans 12, 3 through 8 says, "For by the grace given to me, I say to everyone among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think with sober judgment, each according to the measure of faith that God has assigned. For as in one body we have many members, and the members do not all have the same function. So we, though many, are one body in Christ, and individually members one of another, having gifts that differ according to the grace given to us. Let us use them. If prophecy, in proportion to our faith; if service, in our serving; the one who teaches, in his teaching; the one who exhorts, in his exhortation; the one who contributes, in generosity; the one who leads, with zeal; the one who does acts of mercy, with cheerfulness." Again, that was Romans 12, 3 through 8. So this is what I call the gifts of grace. And this is basically going over gifts. But let's take a look at this. Let's divide this up a little bit. So it's grace that's given to us, right? That's what it's saying in the first part, right? And it's saying among you, everyone among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, boastful, overconfident, right? But we should think with sober judgment. That means sober judgment. It means judgment of wisdom. Be wise in your judgment, your personification, and what you exude. Then each according to the measure of faith that God has assigned. So God has assigned gifts of grace, and it unfolds here. And if you've seen some of my other devotionals and my writings, I talk about spiritual gifts, and that's what this is. So one being prophecy. Okay, typically those of prophecy have this uncanny ability of kind of discernment, right? Of seeing things that may most likely unfold. So it's a gift of discernment. It's a gift of prophecy, of speaking the truth, okay? The other one is service. So sometimes that's a gift of admins or helps. They actually get blessed by helping and serving others. So if someone with this spiritual gifts asks to help you or wants to help you, it actually blesses them as much as it blesses you. And the one who teaches, there are people that have the gift of teaching. A lot of the time you'll see those in pastors, but not always, but you'll typically see those in Sunday school teachers, different leaders, those that are teaching. When they teach, it's not labor, it's not hard, it comes natural. It actually blesses them to teach. So it's saying, let teachers teach, right? And the one who exhorts, sometimes called the spiritual gift of exhortation. So being able to encourage, inspire, lift another one up. You'll see them as very boastful, courageous, enthusiastic speakers that when they speak and when they encourage, it attracts the eyes and ears of others. Exhortation is a spiritual gift. And if you have someone that likes to inspire, encourage one another, let them do it. It's part of their spiritual gift. And the other one is contributes. So that's another spiritual gift, or sometimes called the gift of giving. So they actually are blessed by giving, right? Giving not only of their financial resources, but of their time and talents. So if you have someone that has that spiritual gift and they want to help you, love on you by giving you something, whether that's financial, whether that's of their time or of their talents, let them do it, because they're typically more blessed by giving than what you get in receiving. So let them give of their time, talents, and treasure, because it does bless them. Don't block any of these folks with these spiritual gifts of exercising them, because it blesses them and it furthers the kingdom. The one who leads with zeal, right? So there is a spiritual gift of leadership, the ability to lead. Typically you'll see them in leadership roles, right? Obviously the pastor, the preacher typically has a spiritual gift of leading, those in teams lead. It's kind of that natural ability, that natural knack of being able to lead. And you'll see it in the world as well. People with that particular spiritual gift, whether leading teams, leading a boardroom, leading a company, leading any type of organization or corporation, they typically have the spiritual gift of leading, and let them lead in zeal, as Romans states. Another one is mercy, acts of mercy with cheerfulness, right? There are those that actually have that spiritual gift. Sometimes I call it the gift of empathy. So these folks typically have this ability, this uncanny ability to see through other people's eyes, to kind of put themselves in their shoes, actually feel and be empathetic to their pain, their walk, their adversity, as well as their victories, right? Those are those that have the spiritual gift of mercy. A lot of time you also see them as counselors, right? As pastors as well. Those particular folks are able to relate to others. They're able to also have that uncanny gift of discernment. They can see through some people's intentions. They can kind of feel the mood of the room, or the kind of the personality or characteristics of different individuals or different environments. So that is a spiritual gift that's being unfolded here in Romans 12. So great chapter, great book on Romans. I encourage you, if you have any of these spiritual gifts, is to exercise them. Exercise those spiritual gifts. And if you don't have that spiritual gift, surround yourself with others that do have that spiritual gift. Because I believe, and I've witnessed, and I've experienced, if you develop a team, a ministry, an organization, a company, and they have these spiritual gifts, if you can align a team that way, there's really typically nothing stopping them to ultimate success in building the kingdom and making a positive impact in the lives of others for the cause of Christ. So that's it. That's today's devotional. And today, may you make it a great day, because you truly have a choice in making it a great day. And while you're at it, may you launch each day with purpose, navigate with principles, and explore with passion.